Hey boys and girls, it's Mrs. Autry. Today we're going to be making a Mother's Day card together for Mother's Day that's coming up this next weekend. Thought it would be really special to recognize someone in your life who, may do a lot for you. It doesn't have to be a mom. It could be just a special grown-up who helps take care of you. So whoever you feel like you want to make this for is completely up to you, and no one else is going to worry about that. Everyone has very different family situations, and I just want to make sure that you understand that and are respectful of it. Okay, so we're going to start by making the card, and if you're at home, I want you to find some type of thick white construction paper that you can use, because we are going to do a little painting on it today. And if you're here in the classroom, you have one in front of you. So we're going to start by folding this in half like a card, okay? And remember, when we fold something in half, we always take one side and line up the lines right on top of each other, line to line. So we very gently line that up. While we're holding this side over here, we're gonna press down gently on this one, and we are going to just press that down. Now, if you want to keep this a surprise, make sure that if you're at home with a parent, that they don't hear that you're making this for Mother's Day, right? Okay, so now that we have our card, we're gonna do step 2, which is using a very skinny black marker. I'm using an ultra fine tip Sharpie marker. If you don't have a skinny permanent marker at home, then I would use a crayon or just a regular permanent marker, but it has to be something you can paint over. So it can't be like a Crayola marker. That won't work, okay? So in the classroom, we're gonna use these ultra fine point Sharpies because we can paint over them and they'll stay in place. If you're at home and you have one, great. And if you don't, then just use a black crayon or black oil pastel. Okay. So we're gonna start by drawing everything that is black. We're gonna write a note on the inside as well with this black marker. So I'm gonna teach you how to do the drawing first, and then I'm gonna give you a chance to write the message on the inside. Let's go ahead and start in the middle of the card by making a little gift tag. And to make the little gift tag, put your marker right here in the middle. You're going to pretend like you're making a rectangle, except we're not going to do all 4 sides. So watch me first and then draw. We're going to do one long side, one shorter side, another long side, and rather than closing it like a rectangle, we're going to make 2 lines that look like a triangle. So I'm just going to do 1, 2, like that. Kind of like a sideways house. And then I'm going to draw a little tiny circle because we're making a gift tag. So just like that, nice and big in the middle of your card. Okay, next we're gonna write the word mom or mommy or grandma or whoever is special to you in your life that you wanna recognize on Mother's Day. Okay, so we're gonna write, I'm just gonna write M-O-M. And I'm gonna put a heart. Okay? And you can write whatever you would like on it. You can do a heart, extra hearts if you want, whatever you'd like. Okay, next we are going to make a little bow. I'm just gonna do 2 little loops. So we're gonna just go like this and make a loop and another loop. Okay. Next to this, we're gonna do some kind of curved lines, straight lines that are gonna make the middle of the flower bouquet. So I'm gonna go right here next to the tag, and I'm just gonna do some sideways lines right in the middle. There's really no wrong way to do this, just some sideways lines, as many as you'd like. Next, we're gonna draw 6 flowers, and I'm being picky about how many because I think it will make it easier for you. So let's go ahead and draw 6 flowers. We're gonna do the 6 stems first, and it does not have to be perfect. Let's just try our best. So I'm gonna take my marker And I'm gonna start up here and just come down and down next to it and down at the bottom with a line next to it. There's one stem, I'm gonna do 5 more. So I'm gonna do, we want them to be different lengths. If they're all the same length, then you're gonna have to draw your flowers right next to each other and they're not gonna fit, there will not be room. So I'm gonna do another one that's longer and goes down further. One line, another line. Come down to the bottom, one line, and another line. That's 2, let's do 3. I'll do one up here, come down, another one here next to it, down, down. Doesn't have to be perfect, they don't have to line up perfectly at the bottom, just try your best. I'm gonna do a short one here, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's 4. I'm starting to run out of space. I'm gonna go over this way where there's more room. I'm gonna go like this and a line next to it, make them nice and skinny. 1, 2. I'm gonna do one more over here. 1, 2, 1, 2. So those are just the stems. Now you can draw flowers at the top, and you can draw your flowers however you would like. You guys are really good at drawing flowers. Some of you are super talented at it because we just have done a couple flower projects lately. So you draw whatever flowers you would like, and if you're not sure how to draw flowers, then you can follow along with me. So I'm gonna do a daisy here. I'm just gonna do 5 petals. 1, 2, nice and big. 3, 4, 5. Draw nice and big with a circle in the middle. Okay, I'm gonna do a little blobby type violet flower here. So I'm just gonna do the little bumps going around, bump, with a circle in the middle. I'm gonna do another one of those over here because it's just a fun one to draw. So I'm just gonna go bump, 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 bump. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a rose or a tulip, kind of looks like the same thing, honestly. I'm gonna make a big letter U with a swirly little loop-de-loop at the top. And then I'm gonna do a little starburst type flower, so I'm just gonna go and make kind of this triangle shape going around, kind of looks like a Dr. Seuss type thing. Kind of messed that up right there, but that's okay, I'm gonna let it go. And then I'm gonna do just a little, I don't know, little fluffy kind of petals. I'm just gonna do, boop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, I just kind of made that one up. Okay. Then I want you to take your marker and down here in the corner, nice and big, we're gonna write the year, because I always think it's fun when we give our parents or someone at home something and we write the year that it is. So let's write 2, nice and big, like really big. 2, 0, 2, 1, because that's the year. 2021 is the year. Okay. Now, we're gonna open this up, and on the inside, okay, I'm gonna do some of this with you, and then the rest I want you to do on your own for the note, because I'm not gonna tell you what to write, because it's special to you. So, the first thing you're gonna do is just up at the top, we're gonna write Dear, D-E-A-R, and then whatever you call your mom or the special person in your life. So you'll write their name, like mom, mommy, grandma, aunt so-and-so, or whoever is special to you, a special lady in your life. Okay, and you're gonna write them a special note. We're gonna do that at the top, but you're gonna do that on your own. Well, you're gonna write them a special note on your own. Okay, so in mine, I wrote, You are my favorite person, period. I love you with my whole heart, period. Thank you for everything you do for me, period. Okay? You can write whatever you'd like, and I'll let you do that on your own in just a minute. So now I want you to skip that space at the top and put your hand in the middle of the card, and we're just gonna write happy, and I want you to write this nicely. H-A-P-P-Y, mothers, M-O-T-H-E-R apostrophe S, day. You can write it however you want. Happy Mother's Day. I'm gonna put a couple hearts there. If you're in the classroom, I'm gonna put these words up at the end on the screen so you can see them. And if you're at home, you can just pause the video and write it in yours. Then we're gonna go down here and write love, nice and big, comma, and put your name. Don't write my name. My name is Lindsay. That's my first name, Mrs. Autry. But don't write my name. Make sure you write your name. I'm gonna put another heart. You can put whatever you would like. And then I'm gonna draw 2 flowers. I'm gonna do a daisy over here with a stem and some leaves. I'm gonna do a tulip over here, a letter U, the swirly, the stem, and 2 leaves. Okay. Now, don't forget to write your note up at the top. Make sure you write something special up at the top right here in this empty space. When you're done with your marker, when you're done writing your note, if you're in the classroom, we're gonna use these neon oil pastels. They're from Crayola. They're really wonderful. We haven't used any of these yet this year, but we're gonna use them a little bit now and save the rest for next year. Okay, so with these, I want you to just color a little bit in some spots on your card. I don't want you to color everything with them. And if you're at home, just use your crayons if you don't have oil pastels. Just use crayons, it looks just as beautiful. Take your crayons or your oil pastels, and you're just gonna color a few spots, okay? So I'm just gonna use these, and I'm just gonna do maybe this flower with yellow. I'm not gonna do all of them with oil pastel because I'm gonna paint some of it. So for this card, we're gonna paint some things, but we are going to use oil pastel for the others. So it just depends. And I know that oil pastels are really kind of fat and thick. So you wanna just go slow and take your time when you're coloring with them. So whichever colors you like, you're taking turns, and please try not to break them, hold them down low. And just color like 3 flowers with these. I would just do 3 flowers. Then I'm gonna take one of the green colors and I'm gonna just add a little bit of green to the stems. This does not have to be perfect. I'm just gonna take my green and kind of go down the stems with it. It does not have to be perfect. I'm just going inside the stems with the green, and it does not have to be perfect. In fact, you can leave some of it white, skip one if you want, okay? And if you would like, you can do the background also with oil pastel. I did line designs in the background on the front with the oil pastels. It just looks really fun. You can decorate yours however you would like. So this is step 3, is adding a little bit of oil pastel. Step 3 is adding a little bit of oil pastel. I use the oil pastels to color the hearts, the exclamation mark, and the stems. I just think it looks fun when you can use some paint and some oil pastel. So I used a little bit of oil pastel on some things, and I'm gonna paint the rest, okay? So if you have paints at home, then you're gonna get your paints, your water cup, your brush, and you're just gonna use a little bit of paint, whatever colors you like, to finish painting the flowers that you didn't color with the oil pastels. I just colored, or I painted 3 flowers, and I added paint to the middle of the bouquet. So I used some green here, I painted the heart, and then I colored, or I painted those also. It's up to you what you want to paint, okay? On the inside, I don't want you to use very much paint because we have to close this and you can see that it's going to get on the other side. So it's up to you. If you want to just use oil pastel on the inside, that's probably a good idea, or crayon. But if you're really set on painting some of it, I just very lightly, very gently painted these two flowers at the top and these petals. Totally up to you, but you know, I would keep it super simple because when you close it, it's going to get on the other side. Okay, so this ends up being a really beautiful project, guys. I know that this special person in your life is really going to love it, especially when you write the note on there and sign your name and just make it really colorful and beautiful. So great job today. I hope you have a beautiful weekend for Mother's Day weekend, whether you have a mother in your life or not. I know that that can be difficult, and if you do, I hope you spoil her rotten and have a wonderful day and weekend together, and I can't wait to see your beautiful creations. Have a good day.